All green lights, everything's a go. Money on the table, count it real slow. Pull up that rosé, twist up that Cali Dro. When you hustle hard, no matter what it's hitting for.
What it do, see son doodles? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now in this video I will be talking about Sony and Microsoft E3 conferences. I'm going to get into details a little bit, but I'm going to talk about the looks, the hardware, you know, games, all that DVR, the used games and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about a few things. But first of all, you know, I'm going to first talk about the looks of the systems. Now, we all know that's pretty much probably the least important factor of, you know, of everything, you know, but at the same time, everybody was curious about what the PS4 was going to look like, and we already have seen what the Xbox One looked like. Everybody saying it looked like a cable box, etc., etc., etc. Well, you know, it's not really, you know, much to choose between the two. You know, both appear as pretty much, you know, black slabs, you know, divided into sections. The main difference being that the PS4, you know, the way that it's slanted, it makes it look italic. To the Xbox One, it makes it look bold, you know, because it's bigger and thicker and stuff like that. Now, you know, both controllers are along the same lines. You know, though the PS4 DualShock 4 does have a capacitive touchpad, a headphone jack in the controller, and a built-in speaker. While the Xbox One controller, you know, it has only smoothed out its previous form of how the Xbox 360 controller looked and added, you know, vibrating feedback in the triggers, and that's pretty cool. You know, overall, I like how the controller looked. I like how both controllers look. You know, I'm glad they kind of kept it, you know, looking like the last gen systems, what is gen systems. So that's pretty cool. Now, I'm just going to talk about the hardware. You know, what's in both of the boxes. Now, of course, you can't judge a book by its covers. You know, as the PS4 and the Xbox One similarities continue, you know, pretty much for as far as the insides, you know, but both have gone for custom AMD chips and 8-core CPUs with 8 gigabytes of RAM, though the PS4 have an edge there using the GDDR5 instead of Microsoft DDR3. So, you know, PS4, they have the upper edge on that. For those who do care, I'll give a fuck. Now, Sony has also, you know, they has the graphical edge with its GPU, you know, estimated by Extreme Tech to be on par with the Radeon 7870, while the Xbox One is near to the Radeon HD 7790, a step down, you know, in most people's eyes. Now, you know, both units, they have their own motion sensors, though the Connect 2.0 seems to be more, you know, crazier, better than the PS4i, the PS4's eyes, with the latter having to be purchased separately. Now, that's a good thing about the Xbox One. The Connect come with it. You know, PS4, you know, you pretty much have to go out and buy that if you want it. You know, price difference. There's a price difference, of course. You know, which will probably be, you know, pronounced later down the line. Let's see. That's pretty much, you know, as far as the inside of things, you know, that's pretty much, you know, that's pretty much it as far as the inside of things. Now let's talk about some games. We're gonna talk about some games. Now, for the most part, with Microsoft conference, they didn't show no games. They didn't talk about no games, you know. But at E3, you know, they showed a couple games. You know, they showed that they will have some games, you know, coming out, and it was some pretty good ones that I've seen that I like. And of course, Sony, you know what games she was going to get with Sony. They never disappoint. Now let's see. Microsoft, you know, they pretty much they showed a couple titles like I stated before. You know, they showed Quantum Break, which actually looked good to me. You know, it kind of remind you of some kind of TV type influencing. You know, you can tell a TV show influenced the make of this game. You know, it looks pretty dope. I'm not going to get into details about, you know, what the game, you know, what it's about and stuff like that. But also, they showed this game called Rise, Son of Rome. That looks pretty dope. It just reminds me of some kind of like God of War type game or just some type of gladiator type game. The graphics on the game looked dope. It was actual gameplay. You know, that was pretty dope. I love what I saw from there. You know, and of course, you know, they showed a Halo trailer. We know it's going to be a Halo trailer. Um, they show, you know, they showed a couple games, Witcher 3. Of course, they showed Battlefield, but we know that's for both systems, so it really don't matter. Um, they showed some game called Crimson Dragon, I believe that's the name of it. That looks pretty good. And the main kicker oh, they sold Forza too, and that looks pretty damn good. But I'm not even really into them type of games like that. But the kicker to me was Killer Instinct, just for the Xbox One. That alone right there is going to be the reason why I pretty much buy the Xbox One, because I always was a fan of Killer Instinct, and just for the simple fact that they brought them back, that they're bringing it back out, it's going to be pretty dope. I know a lot of people is going to love to play that game, you know. What else did they show? I can't remember what other games they showed, but they showed a couple of their main games. Um, you know, so they're gonna oh, they showed this game called Sunset Overdrive too. That looks pretty cool too. But the games that they showed for the Xbox One look pretty good. So them four main ones, like I said, the Quantum Break. I'm interested to see what that's going to be about, so I will get that. Of course, Killer Instincts, and I like the game Rise, Son of Rome, and there was another one I just can't think of it right now. But you know, moving on to the PS4, Sony, you know, they did just as well, if not better. You know, they have their own flagships in shape of a sci-fi shooter already in Killzone Shadowfall, open world, you know, adventure type game. You know, it looks pretty good. It looks damn pretty good. And then they showed Infamous, another Infamous game, Son of Infamous. I believe that's what it was called. I'm not really sure. Sorry, guys. But it looks pretty damn dope. Um, and of course, they showed two Final Fantasy games that's going to be coming out. Love me some Final Fantasy games. I think they're going to be probably pretty dope, you know. And you know, they showed a lot of other games, but you know, Xbox One, they also showed damn, they showed a lot of other games too for both systems. You know, they showed an Assassin's Creed trailer, Watch Dogs. They talked about Diablo 3, um, just a whole lot of other games. You know, they showed a lot of PS4 indie titles that's going to be coming. Um, you know, they just showed a lot of other games. But moving on, guys, I'm going to talk about the DRM and used game situation. Now, this is where Sony pretty much, you know, they really caught everybody's eyes and really outdid Microsoft. You know, just pretty much just shitting on Microsoft. Let's just be real with you. You know, unlike the game lineups, where it might just come down to which titles take, you know, you are interested in. The PS4, you know, provides a selection of yes/no options. Same way for my Xbox One. Some games you're going to want to play, some games you're not going to want to play. You know, now the answers to which Sony just knew were going to be, you know, we're going to please. Everybody wanted to know, oh, Sony, are you going to be able to use, you know, play used games and stuff like that? Well, U.S. CEO and President Jack Triton, I believe that's his name, looked like he was trying to stifle laughter when he told the audience that yes, the PS4 would be free of limitations on used games, that no, there will be no need for online connections, and a bonus that yes, the console would, even be region free. The Xbox One, of course, is not. So that right there just basically shitted on the Xbox One. We all know the Xbox One, you have to always be online, connected and shit like that with the Connect and all that stuff. You can't play used games. Can't let friends borrow them and stuff like that. It's just a mess, for the Xbox One. But PS4, they pretty much just shitted on them, man. Like, and I think that's going to make everybody want to go grab a PS4 first, or if you can afford to get both of them, then you're going to get both of them because they both offer good things. Like I love, like I said, for Xbox One, the whole TV thought process. That they're going, they're next gen, so they're looking to do different things to where PS4 is kind of doing the same, but they're offering, of course, probably better games and things like that. You know, I can go on and on about the Xbox One. I'm not a hater. I love it, and I love the PS4. I'm loving the PS4, but being able to play used games and not have to worry about paying for anything, it's pretty damn dope. Now, final conclusion. You know, the real kicker about this situation. Well, I'm not gonna get into that yet, but Sony, they really, really ran away with things at E3. You know, the Xbox One will be out in November and will cost $500, and the PS4 will cost $400, but we don't know a release date yet. So I'm assuming probably in November, December, and probably in November. More than likely, it's going to be in November. You would think it would be in November. Now, the Xbox One and the PS4s, you know, Sony, they pretty much solidified, their position as the better gaming machine. They're going to probably have them, better games with slightly better specs, of course, for a hell of a lot cheaper, and less worry about unnecessary add-ons you don't even care for. But Microsoft, on the other hand, they're promising more than this. Although the multimedia features, of the Xbox One have been widely criticized, they are a key to its appeal. You know, for for the Xbox One, you just put it like this. The Xbox One, they pretty much show that they're going to be the king of the entertainment. They're going to be the king of the entertainment. Anything you want to do, that's why it's called Xbox One. You can go right to your Xbox One, whether it's TV, Netflix, Skype, Twitch. That's another thing I love that they added the whole Twitch situation. Just pretty much anything, ESPN, whatever you want to do, Xbox One is going to be the king of that shit. Now, you're basically paying $500. And I see why it's worth $500. It's worth $500. But also, from the little games that I've seen, they're going to come out with better games. They're going to come along with better games, okay? But we just got to be patient. Especially if you're an Xbox fan, you have to just be patient. Now, if TV, if that's going to be, if that's a big deal for you, then of course you're going to roll with the Xbox One. If it's not a big deal for you, then you're going to go with the PS4. Because, yes, you can do Netflix on your laptop. And if you have an HDMI cable cord, you can plug into your TV. You can do Skype, everything, But Microsoft, they definitely got more ambitious, But it seems like they're trying to, carve out a new niche for themselves in the market. The do everything smart box, pretty much. Rather than just sticking with what they know people want, which is games. They know people want to play games. It's all about the games. But I fucking feel like if it's going to be next gen, then why not add all this extra stuff in the system? If you're going to be spending the money, then why not just add all this stuff in the system? If all this stuff that's in the Xbox One and Xbox One have to offer was in the PS4, I guarantee you guys that all the PS4 fanboys, they will shut the fuck up and they will enjoy it all. Especially if it was still going to be $399. They will enjoy it all. Why not have everything in one system? I would. I don't want to keep having all these extra damn remotes, all these goddamn tablets, laptops, all this cell phone shit. I'd rather just have everything in one system. That's just me. Not hating on the PS4 because I'm getting that first. But you know, PS4, they kind of give you more of the same, like I said before, as far as the Xbox One, which wants to set a new precedent. Okay. So the conclusion of E3 between Sony and Microsoft, at the end of the day, they both have good things to offer, great things to offer. They have games. Of course, some people probably say Sony probably, have the upper advantage on the games. But some of the games that I saw for the Xbox One, I'm looking forward to, and a lot of the games I've seen for the PS4, I'm looking forward to. And one of the main ones, like I said, Xbox One, Killer Instinct, and Quantum Break. PS4, Killzone, a couple other games. I'm just looking forward to playing some games. I'm just looking forward to next gen's, just next gen overall. Um, Now, so if you guys, don't want to spend $500, don't really care about the extra entertainment value, you know, then you're gonna roll with the PS4. It's cheaper, games, you know, you can play used games, then you're gonna roll with the PS4. If it doesn't matter to you, and if you can afford both, then you're gonna get both. So really, at the end of the day, you just have to think about and sit back and think about what do you want to play. You know, Now I'm about to get up out of here. I'm rolling with the PS4 first. I'm going to buy that first because hell, that price is fucking fantastic, and just being able to play used games, that's pretty cool. You know, you know. But I will eventually give me an Xbox One, probably next year, beginning of next year. I will give me an Xbox One. Or hell, I may just get them both. Who knows? But yeah, that's just my little wrap up of E3. I didn't get into depth with the games like I told you guys. But if you want to know more about them, hell, just go look for yourself. But anyway, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook. Tell me what you think about it, what you thought about E3. Um, Doses, man. Hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook. Comment, subscribe, favorite, share, please. Go to datpiff.com, livemixtapes.com, and download MGM Grand by CJ the Network. Deuces.
And remember, guys and girls, make sure you click the subscribe button, watch the previous videos, and like the videos.